A lot sunnier out right. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are here with Baby Grand Golf. Steve Scott here, live at Charlottesville, Virginia, at the Birdwood Golf Course. And we have today's practice round for the NCAA Women's Regional Championship. One of 6 that's being played throughout this country this week, and it is just a spectacular time of the year to be involved with the game of golf, especially this women's game. And they're out here today, all the top teams. We have 12 teams here in Charlottesville vying for the coveted 5 positions, 5 team spots. Will advance to La Costa Resort and Spa in just less than a couple weeks to determine who will be the NCAA champion. And there's also 6 individuals here that are not with a team as well. And so the one individual who will be going on from here as well will be the player who's got the lowest score who is not on a team. So lots of opportunities here for these players to play well. This Birdwood Golf Course is a Davis Love III design. It was renovated in 2020, so just 5 years ago, and it's just a beautiful setting right here. We're nestled in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's just a spectacular spot to be and to play some golf here in early May. We've got some teams right behind us. The team of South Carolina, the 4th-ranked team in the nation. They just came through playing their practice round, working on their back 9 right here. This is the 13th hole that I'm standing on right here. The University of Virginia host team will be coming through here momentarily. Just a really neat spot to play golf. A lot of great vistas here at Birdwood. The University of Virginia Cavaliers home course. They have their beautiful practice facility here, including with a par 3 course, beautiful putting course. They've got all the facets that they need to improve their game here in Cavalier country. And just for a big picture, all the regional sites throughout the country, there are 6 of them. We are at one of the 6 right now. But the Norman, Oklahoma, Jimmy Austin Golf Club will be hosting one. The number 1 seed, Stanford, will be there. Lexington, Kentucky at Keene Trace. Columbus, Ohio at the Ohio State University course there. Gold Canyon site in Arizona right near Phoenix at Superstition Mountain. And Lubbock, Texas, the Rawls course in Lubbock, Texas. But we are here today in Charlottesville covering this all week here with Baby Grand Golf. We've got just some wonderful golf to be played here. These ladies, these women, they really have some amazing games. I was out there watching some of their practice rounds earlier, and we're going to dive into some of the things that they do and how they get improved on their game and how they understand each golf course. I think the interesting thing with golf is that every time they play, they're playing a different venue. They're playing on different grasses. This week we have zoysia grass fairways with bent grass greens. There are times where they're playing Bermuda grass fairways, tees, and greens. So a lot of opportunities here to try to learn and understand this golf course. But the home field of the University of Virginia, they've played this course many, many times. They will have a distinct home course advantage, just like many of the teams throughout the country will, as a matter of fact. In Norman, Oklahoma, the Oklahoma team will also have a home course advantage, and it's not uncommon in the game of golf to have that type of advantage. But only 5 teams get to advance to La Costa Resort and Spa just within a couple weeks to determine who will be that national champion. But we're going to be here all week covering some great golf. And you can kind of see some of the practice rounds they're working their way through. The South Carolina team just finished on this green up here, hitting a multitude of shots, trying to understand the varying hole locations that they will find throughout this week, and just trying to learn. We had a lot of rain overnight. Now, the golf course played a little softer this morning. It's breaking way to a nice unclouded cover, and the sun will start to come out. It's starting to come out already, and throughout this week, the next 3 days, it will. This is a 54-hole competition, so they will play Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to determine those top 5 teams. The stars here, the top teams, we have the University of South Carolina. They are the number 1 seed here. The University of Virginia, they are number 2 seed. Ole Miss, the Running Rebels, the Rebels from Ole Miss, those women will be the 3rd seed here. The Florida Gator team is the 4th seed. So those are the top 4 teams here. UCLA Bruins, they flew all the way from Los Angeles to be part of this regional. That's not uncommon either. Some players will travel across the country to be a part of different regionals wherever they are picked to go. But just to have the opportunity to play in the NCAA championship is a dream come true for many players, and it's a big pressure-packed event. These players, it's a pressure with a capital P, because these players, they have a lot riding on the next few days, and they're just getting some good preparations in. So I want you to say that really we're going to have a lot of coverage this week. We're going to be throughout. We're going to jump around. We're going to get involved with some of these players' games, and we're going to have a lot of interviews throughout this week. So stay tuned to Baby Grand Golf right here. You're going to see a lot of great stuff throughout this week. So we'll see you very soon. All right, back here on Baby Grand Golf, and we have the host coach here from the University of Virginia, Coach Ria Scott, in her 7th season, and you're trying to get to the NCAA and win this thing. How does it feel like to have the opportunity to play on your home golf course?
Absolutely. When we get selected for these regionals, typically we don't know where we're going on selection day, but it's been great to know where we're traveling to all year. There's still some things to adjust to, different conditions, maybe some firmer, faster greens than we're used to, but we're really excited to be at home and competing in front of the community.
Now, we had a lot of rain overnight. How does that change anything that the golf course, that you will prepare for this golf course for your team with, and what you have done so far? You're through 12 holes right now in your practice round. The ladies are teeing off right now. But what sort of adjustments do you think you'll have to make over the course of the next few days?
Yeah, so obviously that rain last night started us off pretty wet this morning, but it's already dried up quite a bit. And just continuing to adjust to the conditions is something that we preach all the time. So we'll just continue to stay aware, and our team does a great job at that.
Well, that sounds great. Well, look, get back with your team. Go keep coaching as great as you are. And thanks, Coach Ria Scott, for joining us. All right, we're out here with Baby Grand Golf, and the University of Virginia women's team is right behind me, the 11th ranked national team here at the University of Virginia. We've got a great opportunity this week to get to the NCAA finals. They're just working their way through this par 3 here. It's about 160-yard hole that they're working their way down. A lot of push carts here, as you see throughout. It takes a lot of stress off the back, and it's very common in collegiate golf nowadays with these push carts, and they're making it easy on themselves. They're going down the cart path instead of working their way through the rough. It makes it a little easier to traverse those push carts. But as you kind of pull back here and you take a look at this green, it's a pretty neat putting surface. It's got a multitude of hole locations. They usually put the hole locations in the practice round kind of in the easiest spot, a spot they're not going to be over the next 3 days, so they don't wear out the spots where the tournament hole locations will be. But a beautiful par 3. These women will be hitting somewhere in the 6 or 7 iron range, down the hill about 5 yards as well. So it probably plays around 155 down there towards this green. And the breeze is starting to freshen up just a little bit as well, making that flag kind of dance a little bit in the breeze. But they're working their way up over that way. And this University of Virginia team is led by Amanda Sambach, who is a senior from Pinehurst, North Carolina. She recently played in the Augusta National Women's Amateur as well, and she is the 21st ranked women amateur golfer in the country. So she is leading this Cavalier squad. Incidentally, she won the regional competition back in 2023, and in 2024, she tied for third. So a good leader, great leader on this University of Virginia squad. They also have Megan Propek, who's a senior. In her last 3 events, she's finished 10th, 6th, and 5th. So she is trending with her game. This team is playing very solid. They're the second-ranked team out of this regional here, and a lot of players would have to say that they should be the first ranked because they have the home course advantage, the home course knowledge here at Birdwood Golf Course here in Charlottesville, Virginia. And you can kind of get a sense they've already hit all their shots up to the green right now, and Coach Ria Scott and assistant coach Annie Schmidt are up there trying to determine where the hole locations are going to be. It's all a guess, really. There's no dots on the green right now. Even though they are the host school here, the NCAA committee actually has the setup duties. So the Virginia team does not have any setup duties at all. They can't determine where the tees or the hole locations are going to be placed this week, even though they probably know where most of them will be on certain greens. But understanding the breaks on the greens and all of the nuances that go on with tournament golf, they are going to be in lockstep with all of that throughout this championship. And understanding we're sitting right here kind of in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and so you have some mountainous terrain, which makes the greens very difficult to read, I feel. You're going to have a lot of slopes built into the greens that Davis Love III and his team in the renovation have put into these greens, but then you have the whole terrain of the property and the area, and that is always interesting to learn, especially if you're only able to play one practice round. And so these players for the University of Virginia, they have seen this golf course numerous times, and they will have the best understanding of any team in this field. So you've got to think that they would be the top team here, even though they're ranked number 2. Incidentally, they had a preview event here back in September. It was a regional preview. There's 3 teams that are here this week that were involved in that preview event. Virginia being one of them, obviously, and they played great. They finished second there. They shot 14 under in the second round, which was one of their best scores of the whole entire season. The best score of the whole season, as a matter of fact, that 14 under. But just trying to get the lay of the land, trying to flush some of the nerves out. There's definitely pressure being a home team here, and you would think that they would be the ones that would come through the most on a home course. But so that provides a little extra pressure for the players as they will be going about their next few days. But as they continue to go through there, we're going to continue to move on and keep discussing all the other teams that come through here. And so Steve Scott signing off for the moment for Baby Grand Golf, and we'll see you again very shortly. How we doing? Super. How are you? All right. Well, we're back, and we're just watching the University of Virginia Cavaliers finish up their putting practice here on the 13th hole, downhill par 3. The Rebels of Ole Miss are working their way over here to the tee right now. Just getting a little bite to eat, some of them, and all dressed in the navy with red hats. Very patriotic, I should say. Just trying to get the lay of the land here on this downhill 155-yard par 3. Playing a little downwind today as well. It's the first time this women's team has seen this golf course this season. They are the 3rd seed here in this Charlottesville Regional. A beautiful shot up there, about 10 feet from the hole. This team, incidentally, last season in 2024, they won their regional competition, which was staged at Bermuda Run Golf Course in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And they also won the 2021 national title as well. A little different squad than you're seeing right here, though. We've got 2 freshmen, a sophomore, a junior, and a senior on this team. So relatively young squad here for Ole Miss. All they're trying to do in the practice round is just trying to understand how far the ball is flying on every hole. We've got a lot of downhill shots here at the Birdwood Golf Course. Just trying to get an understanding of how the temperature and the conditions and the terrain are going to affect how far these shots are flying. Probably 6 or 7 iron at the very most. And you can see the receptive nature of these greens as well. We had the overnight rains and provided a lot of moisture. And what you'll see is that you'll see 6 of these women out here competing right now in their practice round. There's 5 players who will play on the squad, and there's 1 reserve player in case somebody gets injured throughout the competition as well. So that's why you're seeing 6 players out here today and not 5. So everybody gets a chance to learn this golf course, and always makes for interesting practice rounds and trying to dodge everybody. It looks like a little convention moving from tee to fairway to green. It's always very interesting. And there might be occasions, sometimes the players might hit 2 approaches to a green in a practice round. That's fully permissible. A lot of good-looking shots up there on this par 3. And we're going to head up to the green, and we'll be back shortly from the green up there. We're going to get you kind of seeing what they do when they get real close to the hole. Steve Scott back here with Baby Grand Golf, and we are out here at the NCAA Regional Competition, Charlottesville, Virginia. And over my shoulder is the Ole Miss Rebels. They're playing their practice round right now. And Corey Henkes, the coach in her 10th season, trying to get a lay of the land here on the 13th hole. Zach Seifert, assistant coach in his 3rd season here with the Rebels. And they're just trying to get a good understanding of what are the different hole locations going to be, what's the pitch of this green. The slope of this green goes from camera right to left, the left side being the lowest side. So the players will hit a multitude of putts from the lower level up to this kind of back left potential hole location. It's kind of funny. It's almost like the hole location that they set for the practice rounds. It just doesn't matter. You don't need to go to that one. You're trying to figure out all the other spots, trying to guess where the holes are going to be. That's like a little mini convention, trying to figure that out. The Rebels have 2 team wins this season. Both were in the fall, and they were only 2 weeks apart. The Mary Fossum Invitational, they shot 17 under and won by 15 strokes, as well as the Illini Invitational. They shot 30 under, but only won by 3 strokes at the venerable Medina Country Club in Chicago, Illinois. But this spring has not brought any victories as of yet to the Ole Miss team, but maybe this week will be that week. And the Ole Miss Rebels are led by Caitlin McNabb, the senior, who won the SEC stroke play just a couple weeks ago, shooting 68, 68, and 65. Her stroke average improved almost a full shot from the sophomore to junior year, and then almost another full shot from junior year to this season in her senior year. Caitlin also played in the Augusta National Women's Amateur 4 years in a row, her best finish being tied for 9th in 2023. All right, well, we're going to watch the next team come into the green shortly, the College of Charleston, but we'll be right back in a few moments. All right, we're back here at the Birdwood Golf Course for the NCAA Regional practice round today. All the women in these 12 teams plus 6 individuals are trying to learn the golf course here at Birdwood for the first time. And this is the College of Charleston, the 7th seeded in this field from Charleston, South Carolina. Of course, you figured that out, though. Their head coach is Jamie Futrell, who is in his 28th season as the head coach of the College of Charleston. Charleston's a pretty good gig. Okay, if you're just tuning in, we are following the practice rounds here at the NCAA Regional in Charlottesville, Virginia. And this is the College of Charleston, who was lucky enough to play at the beautiful Yeamans Hall Club there in the area. They are getting a sense of what this Birdwood course is all about, and especially this green right here at the 13th. So let's just kind of watch as they go through their deal here. And right, as the College of Charleston team heads off to the 14th tee, we're going to reposition ourselves on the other 9 and follow the Florida Gators and the UCLA Bruins. So stay tuned. Momentarily, we'll be right back. Steve Scott back here with Baby Grand Golf, and we've got the Florida Gators squad over my shoulder here, hitting tee shot here on the 8th hole, their 17th hole. They're almost done with their practice round. They started on the back nine. It's kind of a short par 4 here on the 8th. Very much a position type of tee shot, but a blind tee shot. Players can't quite see exactly what's going on up there. Florida Gators from Gainesville, Florida, the 4th-ranked seed here at this regional competition in Charlottesville. Their head coach is Emily Glazer. She's in her 13th season. And that's the assistant coach, Ashley Cease, right there on the tee. A lot of real fundamentally textbook golf swings. This Gator squad is a very young Gator team. We've got 2 freshmen and 3 sophomores. A couple redshirted in there, but no juniors, no seniors on this Gator squad. They were runner-up recently in the SEC championship. They lost in the finals to South Carolina, who was here in the number 1 seed. But the Gators have had 3 wins this spring and 4 overall, so they are really trending well when it's coming into crunch time here in the postseason for the regional competition. Kind of a tough shot here on the 8th hole. We'll get some wind out of the left and kind of pushing the ball over to the right, but the hole dog legs from right to left a little bit. We've got one of the few lefties out here, and the only lefty on the Gator squad, and this is Ines Archer. She's a sophomore from France. She's the 89th ranked women amateur golfer in the world. She's had 3 top 7s this spring. She reached the quarterfinals of the Women's British Amateur back in 2024 as well. So a lot of high-level competition for Ines. Gator team just trying to get the lay of the land out here and kind of feel out how this turf is going to impact all of their shots. Zoysia fairways out here really provide a nice little cushion for the ball to sit up. And bent grass greens are as smooth as can be. All right, we're going to jump back in a moment over to the 7th green and watch the UCLA Bruins dial in their practice round. More momentarily. Steve Scott back here, out here with Baby Grand Golf at the beautiful Birdwood Golf Course here. Just kind of finishing up their practice rounds. We've got the Florida Gators women's team right behind me. They're on the ninth hole, their 18th hole today. And finishing things up today. It's a team that's been really solid this spring. They've won 3 events this spring, 4 in total. So this team is trending really well. They are the 4th-ranked seed here in Charlottesville. But they are playing some really good golf. Behind me, we've got Jessica Geiser and Addison Klanowski. They're the first 2 who have made it to the tee. Jessica, incidentally, won the Gator Invitational as a freshman just back in February. So kudos to Jessica for doing that. This Gator squad from Gainesville, Florida, trying to follow in the footsteps of the men's team a couple years ago that won the NCAA title back in 2023. And trying to follow the NCAA men's basketball team to the national title as well. They just took that. On this par 3, almost 170-yard par 3 here, the 9th. Little wind out of the right. Looks like about a 6-iron flying up in the air. Maybe a 7-iron. Just finishing up this practice round. These practice round days can be a little long, but you got to learn these golf courses. Every golf course they play every week's a different challenge. Just trying to understand the challenge that is before them here. So many good, fundamentally sound golf swings we see in collegiate golf. So much speed. That lower body is the power of the golf swing. Get those hips out of the way and really allows you to fire that club through it. This Florida Gator squad is going to work their way up to the final green of their practice round. They are the 21st ranked team in the nation and the 4th seed here at the Charlottesville Regional. Now Ness Archer is going to hit one more. Ness is the 89th ranked women amateur in the world. She's trying to fire it to a back right hole location. Yeah, it looks like small bucket Sundays here in the practice round. Getting a little guidance there from Ashley Cease, the assistant coach, who's in communication with Emily Glazer up there on the green via phone. All right, we're going to got more fun and more interviews coming very shortly here on Baby Grand Golf from Charlottesville, Virginia, and the NCAA Women's Regional. All right, Steve Scott back here with Baby Grand Golf in Charlottesville, Virginia, the NCAA Regional competition. And I'm here with Pinky Luong, freshman from the University of Charlotte.
Yeah.
And North Carolina, Charlotte, and Coach Ryan Ashburn. Welcome. How did you find the golf course today, Pinky?
Golf course is very nice today. No rain today, which is good. I love sunlight.
Now talk about Pinky, Ryan, and how you feel her opportunity is this week to get the job done to go to NCAA finals.
Yeah, Pinky hasn't finished outside the top 10 all year, and so I think she's got a really good chance as long as she continues to play her game. Scoring average is good, but this is a ball striker's golf course, and so we're pretty confident. She played well today, so we're excited for the next 3 days.
All right, Pinky, I got to ask, what did the name Pinky come from?
My aunt kind of likes the name, and so my mom agrees with that, and that way they come up with my Pinky name.
Now, as a freshman, how have you accustomed yourself over here to the United States from Thailand, and you're obviously playing very well, but how did you make that adjustment to play over here?
It was a lot of adjustments, like whether it's culture-wise or like golf-wise. Golf, I kind of get along with that, okay, but culture is kind of different, so I kind of have to adapt it for like a few months. But my coach is here to help me.
And you're the only one on the team. You're coming as an individual. You'd obviously rather have your team here, but now you have your coach all to yourself. Ryan, what do you think about that? To have Pinky just your one-on-one here.
Yeah, no, it'll be fun. I actually don't get the opportunity to watch Pinky that much. We kind of leave her alone for the most of the year unless pop in and out. But no, it's been fun to work with her the last 2 weeks, just us and our assistant Cece. So it'll be fun tomorrow to watch some good golf, and we're excited.
All right. Well, best of luck to you, Pinky. We'll be watching you over the next 3 days. And congratulations on making it here to the regionals.
May I say something, please?
Yes.
I love my team, and I want to make you proud. Thank you.
That's it. That's all we have to say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Steve Scott back here with Baby Grand Golf at the NCAA Regional in Charlottesville. I've got the Florida Gator squad, at least part of them here. We've got Coach Emily Glazer, and in her 13th season, Ines Archer from France, and Jessica Geiser. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We saw the golf course today. How did we like the golf course here at Birdwood?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I think it's going to be a great test of golf. It's going to require some discipline and some good management, but I think it's going to be really fun to play.
Now, this team, you all are trending really well. I've seen that you won 4 events this year, but 3 this spring. What is the reason for that kind of resurgence this spring?
I think this group works really hard, so I think, just that it takes some time there to see the fruits of your labor, so to speak. And I also think that what these guys do really well that's impressed me is they're not afraid to, if they've got a weakness in their game, go after it and work hard to make that better. And so I think you're seeing that, some of that start to come together, which is really exciting for us. So it's been a fun spring.
Now, Ines, you are the 89th ranked woman amateur in the world. You are a lefty, which is really cool, I think, because they say only lefties are in their right mind. But you reached the quarterfinals of the Women's British Amateur last summer.
Did, yes.
How much confidence has that brought you to Gainesville?
I think it gives me a lot of confidence because, British is one of the hardest golf courses that you can even play, especially when it's really windy, and it's like one of the best fields in the world. But I think it gives also a lot of confidence playing with one of the best teammates in the world, which is my team and my coaches. Yes. And just representing the Florida Gators is just huge. We play really good at SECs. This tournament hosts a LPGA tournament every year, and it's just so special to just be able to play this golf course and just, trying to playing some good golf. And unfortunately, we lost in finals, but we're gonna kick some butt this week for sure, and we're gonna give our best. So, yeah.
I love that confidence. Now, Jessica, you're a freshman, and that's your sophomore, but you're a freshman, first year with the Gator squad. You won your home tournament, the Gator Invitational. How did that feel to capture a title like that in front of the home crowd?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. Having all the supporters come out and watch. Everywhere around us, there was people dressed in orange and blue, wearing the Gator logo on their shirt, and having them come out and support us meant the world to me. Also, having the whole team out there playing and cheering each other on, waving from hole to hole, it was such an incredible moment.
Now, finally, Emily, I want to just ask you, I looked at your squad. You have a very young squad here. Mm-hmm. We've got 2 freshmen and 3 sophomores. I know there's some red shirts in there, but very young squad, no juniors, no seniors.
This is true.
Talk about the maturity of this young team.
I think that's a good way to put it. I think despite sort of the age on the roster list there, they are a pretty mature group. And so and they're really coachable. So that's been really a positive thing. We don't talk, we kind of said early in the year, we weren't going to use it as an excuse for anything, even though we knew that we were on the young side. But they've really risen to the occasion and play older than they are. Yeah.
Well, best of luck to you all this week.
Thank you.
In getting to La Costa here in a few weeks and trying to take down the title.
Sounds great. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Steve Scott with Baby Grand Golf here, and I am with Coach Kalen Anderson, the University of South Carolina Gamecocks, the SEC champion Gamecocks. How was that going through that fun experience just a week or so ago?
It was phenomenal. We had a great week. Obviously, winning the stroke play and match play portion. Trying to kind of ride that high and keep the momentum going, but definitely focused in on this task at hand. A lot of good teams here and a very challenging golf course.
Now you're in your 18th season as head coach of the Gamecocks. You have a team that is extremely talented. You have 3 players within the top 20 of the World Amateur Golf ranking. Is this maybe the best team you've had on paper?
Yes, I believe so. We've had a lot of great teams, but, we've got a lot of talent at the top, a lot of firepower. But I'll tell you, the depth, in the 4, 5, 6, 7 spot is incredible. A lot of talent, top to bottom, and just a lot of momentum, again, carrying us through right now.
Now, you played this practice round today. How does this golf course kind of gel with what your team does? And explain what this golf course is here at Birdwood.
Yeah, I think it's a ball striker's golf course. It's demanding off the tee in places, very demanding, approach shots. I think a little bit different grass than we're used to playing around the greens, so that's a little bit of adjustment for them. But I think it's going to separate. It's going to separate very well the teams that should be advancing and not, and the great golfers from maybe some that are mediocre. But I think it's a fantastic championship golf course, and hopefully we'll have a good week here.
Well, you've had 3 team wins this season. And we've got 2 more events to go all the way. What are your feelings of your prospects of potentially going all the way this year?
Yeah, we got to take one step at a time. It's one day at a time, one round at a time. And I think we definitely have the talent. You got to have a little luck on your side, but certainly our momentum, as I keep saying, is swinging in our way right now. But a lot of golf, a lot can happen in match play, but we got to keep our head down. Play our games and focus on the things that we can control. And if we do that, we just have to put ourselves in the position for good things to happen.
Well, Coach, best of luck this week and throughout the rest of the season. And congratulations on your great play so far.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, Steve Scott out here with Baby Grand Golf. We are here at the Charlottesville Regional, and we're with the UCLA Bruins team. Yeah. How are we doing? You flew all the way across the country to play here.
Yeah.
We've got Coach Alicia Holmes, and May Wong, and Megan Royal here. Now, Megan, I'll start with you. How did you find the golf course today for your liking?
I love this golf course. I think it's challenging. I think it demands every part of your game to be good, and I think it's going to be a fun day, fun week.
Now, I see that you're our sociology major. Talk to us about what do you have any tests to take anymore? I know there's a few that we've talked to that have had some tests to take. Do you have any more exams, or are you done?
I have some projects and an essay.
Okay.
No tests. Those are done.
All right, good. Get those done. Now, May, let's talk to you. How did you feel like the golf course fit your game out here?
I think it's nice. I like how the fairways are pretty wide and the greens are big. But definitely don't want to miss outside of the green.
Now, you had to get up for an early practice round today. I know the time change is probably a bit of a thing. When did you get into town?
We got in 2 days ago, so that was nice.
Yeah.
So we had a better adjustment time.
Now, Coach Holmes. Now you've had one victory this season, which is great, and just some really solid play. Other than that, what do you feel about your team's prospects this week of making it to Lacoste in a few weeks?
I personally feel good. I mean, they're doing well. They look really solid. They're hitting a lot of fairways. We played a little game out there, fairways and greens. So Megan actually won that, and our upperclassmen dominated it. So they're doing good.
Now, Megan, I'll end here with you. You were part of the team that made it all the way to the finals last year. Unfortunately, finished runner-up to the Stanford Cardinal. But how much has that experience helped you throughout this year, and how much do you think it's going to help you at regionals here and then potentially in NCAAs soon?
Yeah, I mean, that experience was amazing, and I think any experience like that helps you in the future, just dealing with pressure and just knowing where you are. And I think being here, have been here before, I think it will help a lot, yeah.
I'm sure it will. Well, best of luck to you all the next few days, and hopefully we'll be talking some more.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Steve Scott out here with Baby Grand Golf at the Birdwood Golf Course here. That's the home golf course of the University of Virginia, and I have Amanda Sambach here, the senior at Virginia. How's it going today?
Going pretty well. Can't complain.
Now, this is the home golf course.
Yeah.
How many times have you played this course? What'd you say?
Man, I mean, we play at least twice a week, so you can do the math there, but it's pretty frequently.
All right. Well, they said there will be no math here, so I'm not going to do math. But
not a math major.
But I will do some math though, because you are a 21st ranked women amateur in the world. You've had much success in the collegiate game. How much would it mean to you to get to the NCAA finals with your team and go on and do something special?
Yeah, it would mean a lot. I mean, especially this year. It's my last year of collegiate golf. We've got a great team, and just to be able to make the most of it and take advantage of the people and the talent that we have be awesome.
One of the great experiences you had recently was finishing top 20 in the Augusta National Women's Amateur. What was that like, and how much pressure was there versus maybe what you'll feel this week with the team?
Yeah, Augusta National Women's Am, I mean, there's literally nothing like it. It's always such a treat to be able to play in that event every single year. But yeah, a lot of pressure felt at that event. Having to make the cut to play a competitive round at Augusta is a big present that you have to work hard for. So I think it kind of, in a way, makes the rest of the postseason kind of easy in a sense. I mean, a ton of pressure at nationals too, but nothing that we haven't seen before.
All right, I have to ask, final question, maybe a throwaway question, but your favorite food here in Charlottesville, because I'm going to be here for a few days.
Yeah.
And I'm going to need to find some good food.
Oh my
Where
gosh.
should I go for some good food?
Okay, so I've got 1 and 2. If you like seafood, Public Fish and Oyster.
Okay.
And if you like steak, Black Cow.
Ooh.
Those are my 2 favorites.
All right, Public Fish and Oyster and Black Cow.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't beat it.
That's where we're going. Right after we're done here, we're signing off and going to eat at all these places. So congratulations on your great play so far this year. Best of luck here going throughout the season here, and and for your future pro career too. And maybe we'll be talking a little bit more this week.
Sounds great.
Thanks.
So
Thanks,
much.
Amanda. All right, Steve Scott back here with Baby Grand Golf at Birdwood Golf Course here in Charlottesville. I've got the Princeton Tiger team, a few of you at least. Erica DeSanti, the coach, 11th season as the head coach. Catherine Rao and Olivia Dwan. Congratulations on making it here. You're the only Ivy League team that is playing in the regionals and throughout the country. What does that say about your squad?
I think it's really exciting for us to be here, of course. I would say overall we had a pretty stellar Ivy season and separated ourselves from the rest of the league a little bit. But what we're trying to do here is something that's never been done. Actually, there's never been a women's program that's made it through the regionals. And so that would be the exciting task ahead.
Well, maybe this would be the team. I mean, you've had 3 victories as a team this year. At the Nittany Lion Invitational, Princeton Invitational, and the Ivy Leagues. And you're just a really strong showing by all these players consistently.
It's been a total team effort all season long, led by these two, obviously Ivy Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year standing beside me, and a really talented squad that has been really consistent all season long.
All right, I'm going to pass it down to Catherine over there because you're the 58th ranked women amateur in the country. You've had just an amazing run at the women's am for 3 years in a row, made the quarterfinals 3 years in a row. And we've got to talk about the USGA events because I've got some history you might want to know too. But your consistency over time, what do you attribute that to? What, like, the strength of your game?
I would say just really focusing on the process is something that Coach tells me to do a lot because I get a little bit too results oriented, but just really focusing on like doing what I know works for my swing, my putting, my chipping, and just prepping for every tournament the same way.
Just having a good kind of home base for your game, right?
Yeah,
Good game plan. Now, you're a junior now. Olivia, you're a freshman in Princeton. Now, talk about the rigors of studies this year as compared to, because Princeton, I mean, there's no chance I would have gone to Princeton. But you all just, I mean, you have a heck of a heads on all of your shoulders. But talk about the rigors of playing collegiate golf and, you know, doing what you do in the classroom.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's difficult, but I feel like I have a really good support system around me, like my team and like my friends and my parents too. So I feel like it hasn't been like as overwhelming as I expected it to be. So yeah, and I think golf on top of it's been pretty nice too, just to like get my mind off of school sometimes.
Now, Catherine, I have one more question to ask you. I know you played in the Augusta National Women's Amateur this year. The experience there, the pressure that you feel as an individual, how does that compare to the pressure that you might feel this week in a team aspect?
Yeah, I think it's definitely different. You know, when I go out to Anwell, obviously I'm representing Princeton, but at the end of the day, I'm out there by myself. So being out here with the team and having, you know, the kids around and having Coach around, like, it's really fun. And, you know, just looking forward to a good week and trying to make some history.
Well, I hope you do make that history, and we'll look forward to covering you over the next 3 days. Congratulations on making it this far, and go get them this week, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Steve Scott out here with Baby Grand Golf at the regional competition here for the NCAA Championship. Charlottesville, Virginia, the Birdwood Golf Course. I've got the UCF
Knights.
UCF Golden.
It used to be the Golden
Used
Knights.
to be the Gold. That's,
Yeah,
that's
we dropped
why I
the
got
Golden.
caught up.
Yeah.
Used to be the Golden Knights. Then I look at your hat and it just says Knights.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Years ago, yeah.
Oh,
You can call us the
All
Knights,
right. All right.
Citronauts. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, Coach Emily Marin, this is your 13th season at the helm. Talk about the talent of this team. I know you come in here ranked 6th seed. How do you feel like your prospects are about making it through this week?
Yeah, we've had a great spring. I say we're trending in the right direction. We have a young squad here who are excited to be here, and we just keep building each week, and we're really excited for opportunities.
Now you saw this golf course, maybe for the first time today?
Yeah, first time.
What do you think? How do you think it fits your team's game and what they do best?
Yeah, it's a great track. It's in great shape. The greens are like butter out there, so yeah, we're excited. It plays long, which plays into our favor. We're long hitters, so yeah, should be good.
Now I'll pass the mic down to Molly. Molly Smith, sophomore. You've had 3 third-place finishes this season. Played very consistently. What's kind of the strength of your game, and how does it apply here at Birdwood?
Yeah, I mean, I think that when I can rely on my ball striking, that's when I have the best chance for success. And I definitely feel like I'm catching a groove with my golf swing. Hit those butter cuts out there, so I'm excited for this week.
Butter cuts. Those are smooth. It's butter cuts. Go for it. Now, Jamie Camaro, freshman in coming to Orlando for the first time. You're from Dubai.
I am, yes.
All the way over. What brought you over to Orlando, Florida, United States from Dubai?
Well, I think the biggest part was kind of expanding my game, and there's no better way to do it than college golf. I also enjoy kind of bringing the sport, making it bigger in our little country, so that's a huge part of why I'm here, but I have no regrets whatsoever.
All right, I have to ask, how many times have you all been to Disney World?
Not a single time.
I have an annual pass, but yeah, they don't.
Not a single? Okay, all right. Well, you're going to have to take
Yes.
your annual pass, Emily, and pass it along. They have to go ride the roller coaster, go see Snow White or something.
Yeah, right?
Hey, if we win regionals, we're going to Disney World.
I love that.
You
love
heard
that.
it here
All right,
first,
well, best of luck
folks.
to the Knights this week, and hopefully we'll talk some more as we go along.
Great.
Thank
Go
you.
Knights.
Thanks.
Charge on. Thank you.
All right, Steve Scott out here, Baby Grand Golf, once again at the NCAA Regionals in Charlottesville. I've got the College of Charleston Cougar team here, fresh off a victory in the Coastal Athletic Association Conference Championship. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's really awesome. And I've got Adrienne Anderson, Molly Hardwick, Emma Schimpf, Emily von Finkenstein from Germany, and Amelia von Glahn from Germany as well. I'll start with you, Adrienne. I mean, you've had 3 top 10s in your last 4 starts. Your consistency lately, what do you attribute that to?
Honestly, I feel like I've just been going out there and playing golf and not really worrying about the consequences. Just having fun.
Wow, isn't that a freshening sort of look at things?
It is.
I like that. I like that. Now, how did you find the golf course today to your liking?
I loved it. I felt like there was plenty of room off the tees, and the greens were rolling really true, which we all love. So.
Yeah, you're all. Let me pass it to Molly. Now, Molly, you're accustomed to Bermuda grass greens in Charleston. There's not a lot of bent grass greens. How do you make the adjustment from those greens to these greens?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a big adjustment. I think the practice round today and getting to practice yesterday as well was really helpful, just spending a lot of time out of the rough and hitting around the greens, and yeah, just getting reps in and getting comfortable with it.
All right, I've got to hear from the senior, Emma Schimpf. Now, Emma, you're the grizzled veteran on the team from Daniel Island, South Carolina. How do you feel like this team has gelled this year? And how are your prospects, you think, as we go into this regional competition?
I think we've all gotten along really well, which is always good, and then we just go out there and play golf. So we have fun doing it. So yeah. All
right, I love that. Now our two German team players here, a sophomore and a redshirt freshman. How did you find your way from Germany over here to the College of Charleston? I mean, I know there are worse places to go in the world than Charleston, South Carolina, but how did you figure it out?
I mean, it's golf-wise, it's pretty cool. I mean, we can play all year round, and we have beautiful courses around Charleston. Yep. We're really spoiled, actually. So it's been great. It's challenging at the same time because it's a different continent, but it's been great.
Yeah, Amelia, I know the food in Charleston is awesome. I love the food. I've been to Hall's Chop House before, Hall's Steakhouse, whatever. It's fantastic.
Yes.
I know that might be a little higher than the college budget allows, but what are some of your favorite spots to go in Charleston?
Probably everywhere downtown. I'm a big fan of Italian food in Daco. Love it there.
Yeah.
And just for us, basically everywhere downtown is just a big difference to Germany, but love it there.
Well, you're the 7th-ranked seed coming into here. How does that affect your all's feeling about how far you can go here?
I mean, I think we have a lot of confidence, like you said, coming off of our conference championship, and I think we've been playing really well, and like everyone's been saying, we just have a lot of fun and enjoy the competition. So I think we're excited, and we'll see how this week goes.
Great. Well, I hope you have a lot of fun throughout the next 3 days. Best of luck. And here you play at Yeamans Hall, by the way, too, which is no slouch. If you're an architecture junkie out there, Yeamans Hall Club is like the top of the top, the creme de la creme. That's not a bad place to call home right there. So best of luck this week, and great chatting with you.
Thank you.
Steve Scott out here, Baby Grand Golf. We've got the Richmond Spider team right here, at least a couple of them, and Coach Callie Barlow. How did you find the golf course today, Coach?
We really like it. We actually played an event here in the fall. It was a little bit tougher conditions. It was rainy and cold, but golf course looks good. Greens are rolling well. We're excited.
Yeah, you're one of 3 teams that are playing here that played in the Cavalier Regional Preview. It's got to give you a little bit of an upper hand, doesn't it?
Yeah, we were talking about how we have played the golf course we've played 4 times now, actually 5. It was a 36-18 with a practice round. So just trying to still figure out the ins and outs, but hopefully one step ahead of those.
Now, this is your 6th season at Richmond, but you were an assistant here at University of Virginia. This is your alma mater.
This is my alma mater. So a little bit back home. I was telling the girls this morning I've lived here for like 9 years of my life, which is, I feel like, a lot. So, yeah, it's really nice coming back.
Great. I've got Caroline Thompson and Katie Magner, both freshmen. Now, Caroline, I'll start with you. Being a freshman, how have you adjusted to college life this year with all your studies and playing collegiate golf?
It's been so wonderful. I mean, at Richmond, they treat us like princesses. It's really awesome. Just the opportunity to play golf at the Division I level is so wonderful. I love our team because I feel like we truly get better every single time we go out there and play. And I think the season is all about growth and getting better every day we're out there. It's awesome.
Now, Caroline, you're from Montgomery, Ohio, from the north, coming a little south, I guess. And Katie, you're from Chicago, getting out of a little bit of the cold weather to come to a little less cold weather here. Talk about your adjustment to college life this year and how you've played and all of that.
It's been awesome. Like Caroline said, I think it's been really helpful. A lot of the upperclassmen have been super welcoming and have helped show the ropes as to like how to navigate the balances of academic and golf. But like Caroline said, I think we've all just grown throughout the whole year. I think from the beginning, you could see definite change for both of us from September to now. So it's been awesome.
What is the biggest change that you've seen kind of from, and I know it's a big jump from, go from junior golf to collegiate golf, amateur golf. How has that jump been?
I'd say in the beginning it was definitely a little tough, but I think, again, having the upperclassmen like help us and kind of teach us their ways, it's been a lot better, and I think maturity has been a huge thing throughout this year.
Well, great. Well, you recently won the Atlantic 10 Women's Championship to punch your ticket here. Congratulations on that. Best of luck this week. I hope the home course knowledge that you've gained over time is going to pay off this week. So best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Steve Scott out here, Baby Grand Golfer with the NC State Wolfpack team. 3 of them. We've got Marie Madsen, Lauren Olivares, and Vanya Samant. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you were all part of the team. You were one of the 3 teams that played here back in the preview in the fall for the regionals. How much of an advantage was that to come back here and be more comfortable when you played your practice round today?
I think for me personally, I think it's a pretty hard course. So it's definitely an advantage to have played the course before. I would say that it's in the same condition as when we played it last time. So.
Yeah. Now, I mean, Marie, you've had 3 top 5s this spring. Lowest stroke average on the team, 71.14. What do you attribute the success that you've had to?
Practice. A lot of practice.
Lots of putts. Yes.
Lots of putts.
Okay.
Lots of practice.
Yes.
I would say. And a lot of communication with coaches and just dedication to the sport.
Yes, dedication all the way from Denmark to the States here. Pass it over to Lauren Olivares, senior on the team, and you're the first woman in college golf to shoot 60.
Yeah.
8 birdies in a row. How the heck did you do that?
No idea. It's just everything went in.
She had no idea. She was like 12 under.
At the end of the round, I'm like, I thought I was like 5 under, but no.
Yeah, you shot 11 under in the Cougar Classic just a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to just kind of forget about where you are almost,
yeah,
right?
Basically. That's what happened.
How do you do that? Like, seriously, for everybody out there watching, like, how do you just put the score aside and just execute shot after shot without thinking about it?
I think just being present and having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun's a good thing.
Yeah.
Well, you have a fellow from Mexico as well, Vanya. You've had 2 top 10s this spring, and you've played every single event for the Wolfpack team as a starter this year. How has your time been at NC State there in Raleigh?
It's been great. I've had 2 fellow Mexican teammates, and that has helped me a lot. I just love my teammates, and I've been having a lot of fun here.
Well, that's great. Now, your team won the Daniel Island Invitational back in February, so you've got some good momentum as you head into the regionals here. What do we feel like our prospects are this week about playing a great event?
I think our main focus is to have fun and play as best as we can and do our best. I think we're ready for it, so we're ready for tomorrow.
Well, best of luck. Go get some rest. Today was a practice round day. They're always long days, but time to go rest up for 3 tough days of competition. Best of luck to y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Go Pack. Go Pack.
Say your last name.
Golf.
Golf.
Back at Birdwood Golf Course here for the NCAA Regionals, Baby Grand Golf. We've got the Ole Miss Rebels here. We've got a few of the team members. We've got assistant coach Zach Seifert in his third season. I'll start with you, Zach. Okay. Talk about this golf course here at Birdwood and how you kind of feel that it fits your team.
Yeah, it's really good, actually. I mean, we had a good time today in the practice round. I feel like it's a ball striker's golf course. You got to be pretty accurate off the tee. And coming into the greens, you got to know kind of where to miss it and where you want to leave the ball. So that kind of suits our team, I feel like. I feel like we're a ball strikers, golf team, and we're excited for the week. Well, that's great. That's great. And I've also got Nicole Gal and Sophie Linder as well. Nicole, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Now, you were part of the team that won the regionals last year.
Yes.
That was staged in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Bermuda Run Country Club. How much confidence does that give you coming into another year of regionals? I know this is a pressure cooker with a capital P, but how much more comfortable does that maybe make you?
I think it helps a lot. It's nice to have the experience from being like in the final groups last year and looking ahead at like winning the event rather than just getting your spot to nationals. And I think that's going to be key for us this week. And like Coach Zach said, it was a great practice round. We all love the course. It's super pretty and fun and ball strikers course. So we're going to try to do the same thing like we did last year.
Now, Nicole, your stroke average has improved over 2 shots from last season to this season. I think I've got that right. What do you attribute that to? Because that's a pretty meteoric rise.
Yeah, thank you. Just a lot of hard work, I guess, and then more experience. I've played every tournament this year, so that helps a lot. Tournament rounds is where you like learn the most and grow as a player. So I would say that was the biggest thing.
Now, pass it on down to Sophie Linder, sophomore. You've had a top 5 this year at the Mary Fossum Invitational. That confidence that gave you to continue on here in the postseason, how did that make you kind of continue on and play well so far?
Yeah, for sure. That was a great week. And honestly, the course reminds me a lot of this course. That was a tight golf course and driving was key there. I feel like that's a key here. So it makes me feel pretty good about my game and on this golf course as well.
Now, you're from Tennessee, and you worked your way to Mississippi. How was that in the household? Was that like I know switching states. I mean, I don't know if how that felt. What was that like?
Well, I mean, my mom went to Tennessee, University of Tennessee, but honestly, I was so drawn to Ole Miss. I knew I wanted to stay in the South. I was drawn to the South, but Ole Miss, when I first visited, it felt like home, and we have great coaches, awesome facilities, an awesome team. So I love Ole Miss. I wouldn't imagine myself anywhere else.
Well, Zach, let me finish up with you. You all have had 2 victories this season. Yep. They were both in the fall, just 2 weeks apart. Yeah. How do you feel like that confidence from playing so well in the fall has kind of led through the spring? I know you haven't had the victories in the spring, but you've played very solidly.
Yeah, I think we played better in the spring. I know we got hot in the fall there for a quick bit, but there's such a long gap in between fall and spring, and I think of late our team is really starting to trend in the right direction. I think our best weeks are ahead. I really was, pretty pleased with what we did at SECs last week, and especially in match play. I thought they played some of their best golf that week. So we're looking forward to a great week, and we think our best golf is right in front of us.
Well, this is a good time to start playing great. So best of luck this week. Hopefully we'll be talking to you a lot more as we move throughout the week.
That sounds
Thanks
good.
so much,
Steve.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Perfect. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate it.
Steve Scott out here, Baby Grand Golf. We have the Radford Highlanders from Radford, Virginia, just a couple hours down the road. Easy drive.
Yeah, not too bad.
I've got Macy Johnson, Grace Addison, Shay Smith, Mackenzie Weddle, Caroline Gilreath, and Hannah Lindeman. Congratulations on making it here to the regionals.
Thank you so much.
Now, Macy, I'll start with you. You're a sophomore. And I've got here, you've won 3 collegiate titles this year.
Yes.
Congratulations
Thank
on
you
that.
so much.
What do you attribute the success to?
Honestly, it's just kind of, we come here as a team and we're very close. And so you go out every hole you play. Our coach always tells us, you're thinking about your team when you're playing it, and especially when you get in trouble, you're making choices for your team, and a lot of those are tournaments we performed really great as a team. Yeah. And so just kind of knowing that your team is waiting for you and that anything you do is going to help them just kind of motivates me at least.
Well, team golf's a lot of fun. Now, Grace, you're also a sophomore. Macy, you got a pretty young team here, actually. You got a bunch of sophomores, junior. I mean, we've got a lot of running room with this team, a lot of experience to continue to gain. How much experience do you feel like you're going to gain this week at the regionals?
A lot. I think that this is just a different level of pressure, and I think that we're all just really grateful to be here and for this opportunity and ready to give it our very best.
Now, Shay, you had a top 5 this spring at the Kingsmill Intercollegiate. How was that for your confidence, kind of boosting how you're feeling about your game?
Yeah, that was definitely my best finish that I've had so far in collegiate golf. And I think our coach kept saying, because we won that tournament as a team as well, and he basically just said that couldn't have come at a better time because it was leading right up to conference. And so that just gave us the motivation and the confidence going into the conference that we needed. And ultimately we were very successful there, so it helped.
Now, Mackenzie, Caroline, and Hannah, I've got to ask you now, Virginia, I always like to ask about food, because food, like when you're on the golf course for as long as we are, these practice rounds can take a long time. Like, what is the go-to fuel to get you through these long days of college golf? Sometimes you're playing 36 holes. Like how do you power yourself?
I would say our team definitely eats gummies a lot. We do birdie snacks. If we make a birdie, we
birdie
get
snacks.
candy, so that definitely keeps us
Like
moving.
gummy bears, you mean, right?
Yeah, like Sour
yes.
Patch Kids.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm just
gummy bears.
clearing that up. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Snakes.
Yeah, twin snakes.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully you got a couple extra for the interviewer here.
Oh, yeah.
I love those are my favorite. I love the little gummy bears, those hair bows. Those are fantastic. But what talk about the success you all have had, and how do you feel like this team has gelled over the course of this year, though?
I think we definitely have come a long way this year. We're all so close, and that really just helps us to help each other and push each other.
Now, how many students are at Radford, would you say? What's the population?
It's just under.
I think it's 8,000.
Just under 10.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's a good sized school, not too small. You don't get lost with a 50,000. Okay. Do you have any more exams to go, or are we all done with exams?
We have a lot to go.
Oh gosh, when are we?
Exam week right now. Yeah, we're missing exam week for this.
Oh boy, you don't have to take any right now. You maybe when you go back after the tournament, or you don't have to do anything during the tournament, do you?
I have one tomorrow.
Yeah, I have 2 tomorrow.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get you back to studying. I know you're studying this golf course, but you're going to get back to studying the books. Best of luck this week. We hope to see you as we continue on, and best of luck making to the NCAA finals.
Thank you.
Thank you all. All right, well, that signs off on our practice round day here at the Birdwood Golf Course for the Charlottesville Regional for the NCAA Women's Golf Championship. Make sure you stay tuned tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time on babygrandgolf.com, and we will be right here covering all the action over the next 3 days of this great championship, where one team will win and head to the finals, and 5 of the teams will advance all the way to the NCAA Finals at the La Costa Resort and Spa. We'll see you soon.